Welcome back to Vintage Chic, and grab a pillow because today we are diving headfirst into the abyss. If you thought 2025 was all smooth sailing and elegant red carpets, you were gravely mistaken. This was the year that truly tested our collective tolerance for discomfort, ill-conceived political stunts, and celebrity social media disasters. We're talking about the moments that made you cover your mouth, close your laptop, and seriously consider moving off-grid. We've compiled the 20 most awkward, weirdest, and frankly, cringiest moments across every corner of culture. Hit that like button if you too felt the secondhand embarrassment. Number 1. Kim Kardashian's obstructive Met Gala fedora. The Met Gala is meant to showcase high fashion, but Kim Kardashian's crocodile print gown paired with an enormous vision-obstructing fedora landed squarely in the cringe category. Her interpretation of the superfine, tailoring black style theme was universally panned as cumbersome, uncomfortable, and a profound misread of the assignment. Every photo showed her either awkwardly holding the hat or looking profoundly pained. It proved that sometimes fashion choices are just elaborate public pranks. We're still waiting for the day she wears an outfit that doesn't require a security escort to keep her from tripping. Number 2. Vin Diesel's Hi Dwayne Golden Globes dig. The feud between Fast and Furious co-stars Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson is legendary, but at the Golden Globes, Diesel pushed the awkward meter to 11. While presenting an award, Diesel started his speech with a forced smile and the incredibly unnecessary, highly passive-aggressive line, "Hi Dwayne." The comment was an instant meme, causing the entire room to collectively hold its breath. It was the most awkward public acknowledgement since your uncle decided to read his erotic poetry at Thanksgiving dinner. Number 3. The accidental Zoom call nude. A moment that made every remote worker shudder was the globally reported accidental Zoom call nude. During a live high-stakes municipal council meeting, a councilor stood up, completely forgetting they were wearing nothing but a suit jacket, and momentarily exposed themselves to dozens of cameras. The clip was scrubbed quickly, but the damage and the shame was already done, becoming a cautionary tale for all eternity. It was a firm reminder that your colleagues don't need to see your work-from-home setup, or all of you, ever. Number 4. Taylor Swift's underdressed Vivienne Westwood Grammy look. Even global superstars can miss the memo, and Taylor Swift's appearance at the Grammys in a red sparkly mini dress by Vivienne Westwood was the definition of underdressed cringe. While she's usually flawless, critics and fans agreed the dress looked more like a figure skating costume or a sparkly high school prom dress than couture for music's biggest night. The moment was slammed as making a high-end designer look extremely basic. She looked like she was heading to the after party before she even won the award. Number 5. The brand's failed How Do You Do, Fellow Kids campaign. It's a tale as old as time. A brand tries to be hip and instantly becomes a laughingstock. The major brand's failed How Do You Do, Fellow Kids campaign was a desperate attempt by a frozen food company to engage Gen Z by forcing outdated slang like Riz and Big Sad into their ads. The resulting public ridicule was fast and brutal, proving that no amount of money can buy authentic internet currency. They crashed out and got absolutely chopped, and not in a cool way. Number 6. The politician's ill-advised viral dance. In a bid to seem relatable to young voters, a mid-level state politician, Senator Gary Higgins, attempted to go viral by recording an original dance to a popular TikTok sound. The politician's ill-advised viral dance was profoundly awkward, stiff, and generated nothing but secondhand shame. It was a bold attempt at being cool that ended up being the most viewed piece of political sabotage all year. Sir, your constituents asked for infrastructure reform, not a tutorial on the electric slide. Number 7. The Rosa Parks underwear Met Gala controversy. In a shocking moment of boundary-pushing fashion, the Met Gala saw a guest wear a lace bodysuit and briefs that were reportedly created from a lace pattern incorporating portraits of historical figures. This led to widespread online speculation and eventual outrage that one of the figures was civil rights icon Rosa Parks. The Rosa Parks underwear controversy was an immediate PR disaster for the designer and the celebrity, proving that conceptual fashion has limits. Yes, the internet spent the night zooming in on a celebrity's crotch and questioning every moral decision made that day. Number 8. The celebrity "I'm sorry I'm rich" apology video. After a major social media gaffe, the internet was subjected to the incredibly tone-deaf celebrity "I'm sorry I'm rich" apology video. Filmed vertically on an expensive, dimly lit minimalist set, the actor apologized for an insensitive comment while conspicuously wearing a luxury loungewear set and speaking in a wavering, rehearsed voice. The performance was so insincere, it triggered an immediate wave of viral parody videos. We all agree the worst thing about being rich is having to film these videos in your Malibu mansion. Number 9. The podcast host's uncomfortable audience interaction. Live podcast recordings hit an all-time low, with a host's wildly uncomfortable audience interaction. Known for his boundary-pushing humor, the host cornered an audience member, making a series of increasingly personal and awkward jokes at her expense until she visibly broke down. The clip went viral, not for the humor, but for the agonizing silence and palpable shame from the rest of the room. It was truly painful to watch, confirming that some people should simply not be given a live microphone. Number 10. Zoe Saldana's over-the-top Oscars ruffle disaster. Even an Oscar win couldn't save Zoe Saldana from being crowned one of the worst dressed of the night in her burgundy-tiered ruffled Saint Laurent gown. The look was criticized for having a little too much of everything. The tiers, the ruffles, the color, creating an overwhelming and uncomfortable visual disaster. The dress looked like it was trying to swallow her whole. It was so busy, it looked like it was going to spontaneously break into an interpretive dance on the red carpet. Number 11. The viral mouth-taping sleep trend. The health and wellness space gave us a truly unsettling trend, the viral mouth-taping sleep trend. Promoters claimed taping your mouth shut while sleeping improved breathing and sleep quality, which resulted in countless awkward, muffled tutorials and panicked doctor warnings. The visual of grown adults putting medical tape across their faces for better sleep was peak internet bizarre. If a trend makes you look like a hostage victim, it's probably time to reevaluate your sleep habits. Number 12. The girl math financial defense gone wrong. The girl math meme, which humorously rationalizes complex spending, went from funny to deeply cringe when a high-profile influencer used it to defend a wildly irresponsible four-figure purchase. Her detailed, convoluted public explanation of why the purchase was actually free was widely mocked for being genuinely financially delusional. It showed that when you try to apply funny internet logic to real adult money, you just end up looking a little bit cooked. Number 13. The accidental paparazzo Lord Charli D'Amelio mix-up. In a moment that must have sent shivers down every celebrity's spine, a group of paparazzi repeatedly mistook Lord for TikTok star Charli D'Amelio on a major red carpet. The accidental paparazzo Lord Charli D'Amelio mix-up was captured on video, resulting in the most awkward red carpet photo op of the year. Being misidentified with a much younger influencer is the ultimate celebrity nightmare fuel, making the entire exchange a symphony of cringe. Number 14. The wife guy campaign manager meltdown. The wife guy phenomenon reached its nadir when a high-profile political campaign manager used his platform to post a wildly detailed, rambling, and overly emotional live blog of a domestic argument with his wife. The thread, detailing who took out the trash and why it relates to his political philosophy, was universally panned as the most uncomfortable overshare of the year. We can only assume his wife changed the Wi-Fi password immediately after that. Number 15. The viral beige flag over-analysis trend. The dating advice trend gave us the most boringly cringy content with the viral beige flag over-analysis trend. People began filming themselves documenting their partner's non-offensive, slightly weird habits, like always sleeping with their shirts on backward and declaring them a beige flag. This trend took the fun out of relationship quirks and turned them into fodder for bland online content. It proved that sometimes your partner's slightly odd habit is just a habit and nobody on the internet needs to know about it. Number 16. the presidential candidate's AI-generated jingle. A fringe presidential candidate, Howard Smith, attempted to connect with younger voters by releasing an AI-generated campaign jingle that sounded like a cheap 8-bit video game commercial from 1997. The animation was jerky, the lyrics were nonsensical, and the tune was relentlessly grating. It was a perfect storm of technical awkwardness and tone-deaf politics. When your campaign song sounds like a virus you can't delete, you've probably made a mistake. Number 17. The designer's $10,000 woven trash bag. The luxury world tried to push boundaries with the designer's $10,000 woven trash bag. This high-end leather tote was meticulously crafted to look exactly like a large black woven plastic garbage sack, mocking the idea of disposable wealth. The audacity of the price tag and the utter lack of practicality cemented it as a high-fashion cringe statement. It was a powerful message, but not as powerful as telling your friends, "This cost more than my rent." Number 18. The unsolicited career advice, linked influencer. The scourge of the professional internet continued with the rise of the unsolicited career advice, linked influencer. These individuals gained notoriety for posting excruciatingly long, performative monologues about hustle culture and waking up at 4 a.m., usually accompanied by a highly posed selfie. Their posts were an uncomfortable blend of self-aggrandizement and cliché. The only thing worse than waking up at 4 a.m. is having to read about it on your lunch break. Number 19. The cringy return of the mismatched layered look. Just when we thought we were safe, the worst of the Y2K aesthetic came roaring back with the cringy return of the mismatched layered look. This trend saw fashionistas deliberately mixing clashing prints, layering low-rise jeans with visible underwear strings, and piling on mismatched accessories. It was a chaotic look that begged the question, are we making a statement, or did we just get dressed in the dark? It was a brave trend, but the fashion police are definitely giving out tickets for that one. Number 20. The live-streamed proposal fail. The internet loves a spectacle, but it got a full dose of embarrassment with the most viral live-streamed proposal fail. A man meticulously planned a public, live-streamed proposal in a crowded city square, only to have his partner pause, look around at the cameras, and deliver a resounding, uncomfortable no. The entire slow-motion rejection was captured by hundreds of phones. We all learned that if you feel the need to broadcast your proposal to the world, maybe just go with a quiet picnic instead. And there you have it, the 20 moments that truly tested our resolve and defined the most uncomfortable year in recent memory. From the ill-fated political choreography to the disastrous fashion choices, 2025 proved that sometimes less is truly more. Which of these moments made you feel the worst secondhand embarrassment, and which cringe trend do you hope never returns? Let us know your most embarrassing thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Vintage Chic for more trips down memory lane, and maybe go hug your non-AI generated pet.